What's up everyone, and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with Sean O'Malley on Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka. Despite the disappointment from Conor McGregor's UFC 303 withdrawal, the rematch between Alex Pereira and Jiri Prochazka has seemingly helped soften the blow to the MMA community, with fans eager to see the two knockout artists throw down in the International Fight Week headliner later this month. Ahead of the event, Sugar Sean O'Malley spoke about the fight with his coach, Tim Welsh, on a recent episode of the Timbo Sugar Show, joking that he was the only one who could replace McGregor, before then sharing his prediction for the Pereira-Prochazka rematch.
Jiri versus Alex, Ortega versus Lopez is not even close to replacing Michael Chandler versus Conor Pereira. No one is, unless it's the Sugar Show versus anyone. The only person that can come close to Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor is me. This narcissistic, selfish Sugar Show, baby. I'm the biggest thing in sports. I'll kill anybody. Merab, easy. Tank Davis, easy. They're all easy, bud. Who do we have in the main event? Alex versus Jiri, and how does it go down? I think Alex Pereira just throws a left hook with his eyes closed and runs into fucking Jiri's chin. Jiri goes down. Alex Pereira, the story, the legend, goes on, and Alex continues to grow as a star. 2 weeks notice. It's like this guy just keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
With Pereira stepping in on short notice to headline another massive event for the UFC, it's hard to deny his status as one of the biggest stars in the sport. Next up, let's take a look at Michael Chandler breaks silence on Conor McGregor situation. Although many members of the MMA community have been disappointed with Conor McGregor's withdrawal and the lack of news regarding a new date for his fight with Michael Chandler, Iron Mike has taken the latest setback in stride. In the recent video for social media, Chandler broke his silence on the situation, telling fans that he found out the fight was off shortly after finishing up the final sparring session of camp. In addition to opening up about the day of the cancellation, he also spoke about his mindset going forward as he and the UFC look to reschedule the fight.
So what do I do now? A little bit of uncertainty in my life. When's this fight going to happen? What date would it be rebooked for? What venue? How bad is the injury? Reports have come out that it's not that bad, just needs a little bit of a delay, but it's still no guarantees. But I thrive in the no guarantees. Just a walk-on kid from High Ridge, Missouri, who has continued to trot in a forward trajectory no matter what the opposition, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the situation. It's not up to me to will outcomes into existence. It is up to me to do the work. We let the work talk. We do the work, and we do the work until we become undeniable. Don't you dare disrespect me by feeling sorry for me. Don't you dare disrespect me by having any kind of sympathy. Be emboldened by my situation. Be emboldened by my steadfastness and my immovability of hitching my dreams to a shooting star and continuing to move forward. If you've been on this journey with me for a long time, you know how I operate. You know where my mindset is, where my mental is, and it is nowhere near down in the dumps.
On Monday, Dana White sang Chandler's praises while speaking to Jim Rome, making it clear that Chandler wants to wait for a fight with McGregor despite the latest setback.
Chandler, I think poor Chandler wants to wait for Conor McGregor, man, and but whatever he wants to do. If he wants to get a fight this summer, we'll do whatever he wants. He's one of the greatest athletes I've ever worked with. He's a good human being, and I like him a lot. Whatever he wants to do, we'll figure out for him.
He's a good dude, man. Michael Chandler's
really
a good dude.
Given that the UFC 305 main event is confirmed, and the promotion doesn't want the McGregor-Chandler fight to headline the UFC 306 card at the Sphere, it's unclear if the UFC will push the fight off to October or make a new pay-per-view event in between UFC 305 and UFC 306, as Ariel Helwani has reported.
It's UFC 303, Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka, and just 6 days ago, it was McGregor versus Chandler. It's my card. It was my card whenever I signed the bout agreement, signed my name to a piece of paper that said I would be at UFC 303. I made a promise, I made a commitment, and that commitment still stands. So yes, I will be at UFC 303. No, I will not be fighting at UFC 303, but I'm going to see through to my commitment. And getting the life that you want has everything to do with following through on the things that you said that you were going to do. Yeah, I understand the circumstances have changed, and I would not be faulted one bit if I did not show up to UFC 303. But I will be at UFC 303 nonetheless.
Next, let's take a look at Paulo Costa reflects on Sean Strickland fight. Although the MMA community scored all 5 rounds of the UFC 302 co-main event bout between Strickland and Paulo Costa in favor of Strickland, Costa and his corner believe that he should have been given the nod. On Monday, he reflected on the fight and the decision during an appearance on the MMA Hour.
I will bring back the old Paulo that don't care for points, because this is very interesting. I thought I was winning the fight against Sean. My corner told me, yeah, you for sure, you won the first round. The second round, we believe we won too, but cannot be exactly this, so we never know. But the third round you lost, the fourth round you lost, but the fifth round you won. We don't believe that 10 seconds in the final bring the fight to him, because yes, he rushed to you, but he could not, did a clear hit on you. I slipped down, but was not knocked down. But
with Strickland making it clear that he's only willing to accept a title fight, it seems unlikely that Costa will have a chance to avenge the loss in the future. Next, let's take a look at UFC Fight Updates. Ahead of this weekend's highly anticipated event in Saudi Arabia, let's look at today's UFC Fight Updates, starting with a short notice replacement opponent for Khamzat Chimaev after Melsik Baghdasaryan forced out of their scheduled bout this weekend. Octagon MMA bantamweight champion Felipe Lima will now be stepping in for Baghdasaryan to compete against Chimaev amid a 12-fight win streak that goes back to 2015. Baghdasaryan spoke about his injury on his Instagram story, sharing an update with fans.
Hello everyone, I had bad news, my fight got cancelled. I got injured, torn labrum on my left shoulder. Thanks everyone for support, I'll be back as soon as possible.
Shifting gears and looking ahead to the UFC Vegas 95 card on August 10th, Johnny Parsons and Yusaku Kinoshita will be competing in a welterweight bout that will see Parsons look to return to action after a year-long hiatus, following his July 2023 win over Danny Roberts. On the flip side, Kinoshita will be looking to snap a 2-fight skid. Next, let's take a look at Dana White reveals update on Jon Jones' next UFC fight. Although Jon Jones has continued to progress towards a return fight with Stipe Miocic, it has remained unclear when the two will share the octagon. Reports have suggested that the pair will fight before the end of the year. However, so far, the UFC has yet to formally announce a date for the bout. This week, during his appearance on the Jim Rome show, Dana White gave an update on Jones' status, sharing some conflicting information. At one point in the show, White said, quote, "Yeah, he's doing well. We'll see him soon. We'll either see him in the summer or the fall." At another point, however, White cryptically stated that fans may never see Conor McGregor or Jon Jones compete in the octagon again.
Conor's going to be 36 in July, and he's got plenty of money, and I don't ever look at it. I don't ever think that guys like that, Jon Jones, who knows? Maybe he'll fight again, maybe he won't. Conor McGregor, maybe he'll fight again, maybe he won't. You never know with some of the guys that get to that level. You never know if you're ever going to see him again.
So far, Jones has yet to comment on the situation. However, he's made it clear that his focus is on returning to compete against Stipe Miocic, meaning a sudden retirement would likely come as a surprise to many members of the MMA community. Now, let's shift gears and take a look at Robert Whittaker talks about Ikram Aliskerov fight. Although Ikram Aliskerov is stepping in to fight Robert Whittaker on short notice, the Reaper believes that he could be in for a tougher fight come Saturday night, despite Aliskerov not having a full camp to prepare. Following Khamzat Chimaev's last-minute withdrawal, Whittaker spoke with MMA Junkie to discuss the situation, breaking down his main event bout with Aliskerov, a fighter whom he admitted that he hadn't heard of prior to their fight being booked.
Oh, definitely. He's a dangerous guy, and he's got a really good skill set. And yeah, the odds display that. I understand the type of fight it's going to be. In some ways, it could be harder than Chimaev, but I'm fit, I'm ready, and I'm loaded to get this done.
As Whittaker pointed out, the odds show just how close of a fight the MMA community is expecting this to be. On DraftKings, Whittaker sits as a slight -148 favorite, with Aliskerov sitting as a +124 underdog, with Whittaker looking to reinsert himself into the title picture and Aliskerov eyeing a rare chance to beat a top 3 opponent. As an unranked fighter himself, the stakes couldn't be higher for both men heading into the UFC's inaugural event in Saudi Arabia. Dana White concerned with Khamzat Chimaev's health. Khamzat Chimaev's withdrawal from his main event bout with Robert Whittaker this weekend has raised questions about the undefeated contender's future in the sport, given that this isn't the first time Chimaev has dealt with a serious illness that has landed him in the hospital. Dana White is unsure as to when he'll return to action in the future. Speaking on the Jim Rome show, White gave fans a concerning update on Chimaev's status, while also speaking about the uncertainty surrounding a timeline for his return after Chimaev's manager shot down retirement rumors.
The problem is that we really don't know. Every time this guy gets close to a fight, like I saw video footage of him on the ground, violently ill, and he was hospitalized again. So he hadn't trained for like 3 or 4 days or 5 days. I don't know exactly what the number was, but we could not put him into a fight next weekend. Yeah, I mean, you said it best yourself. I mean, I saw this kid on Fight Island. He wanted to fight the next weekend. I let him fight the next weekend. He looked incredible. You know, he's been on this tear. And then, you know, lately it's been hard to get him into the octagon. Every time he gets close to fighting, he gets really sick. I don't know what to say, or, you know, it's not like he's over here in this country and we've had doctors here look at him or anything like that. You know, he's sort of out of touch. So it's tough to deal with.
Given that Chimaev reportedly is not considering retirement, Paulo Costa believes that a fight between the two makes sense as he looks to return to the win column amid a 2-fight skid. He spoke about the potential fight on the MMA Hour.
I think he's a perfect kind of fighter to bring back the old Paulo, to bring back the aggressivity, you know, to bring back the fire, the ferocity, you know. I'm look for that. And bro, you can see on my face, I can't wait to bring back this because I need to redemption, you know? I'm so upset, bro. Nobody can be more upset than myself when I do a bad fight against, like I did against Sean. I'm not talking about losses. Losses can come and go, you know? Next, if I got the victory, everything changed on my mind, and I don't think that the people had so bad perception about myself because the losses. But I'm upset about myself. I need that fight, and Chimaev is perfect guy. I think he looks a little bit crazy, so this ought to be a very fun fight.
While a fight between Chimaev and Costa finally happening would likely be a massive hit with the MMA community, it's unclear as to when Chimaev will be healthy enough to return to action. Khamzat Chimaev released a statement on pulling out of his fight against Robert Whittaker. He posted on Instagram with the caption, "We always plan something, but Allah has his own plans for us. Alhamdulillah." Khamzat's friend also clarified some rumors for us when he took to Twitter to write, "All these fake rumors about Khamzat pulling out due to food poisoning is absolute BS. I was part of the camp and behind the scenes. As a brother, I won't share his dark times, but trust me when I say he was very sick and hospitalized. The guy's a beast, and to see him so bad wasn't a good time for us all. Praying for his recovery and comeback. Unfortunately, God had other plans, and nobody could have anticipated or foreseen this. The last weeks were tough, and he tried every solution, but last week got so bad that it was impossible to fight. Inshallah, he'll be back, but for now, rest and recovery is needed." Top comments. Defending your belt on 2 weeks' notice is crazy. Bo, I missed the call nickel. No way was he fighting Bobby Knuckles on short notice after that Brundage performance. Nobody cares about journeyman Jorge. It's ridiculous that Bo Nickel blames Khamzat's hospitalization on partying with Darren Till many years ago. Sometimes Bo comes across as an idiot. O'Malley is so effing corny, but I'm sure his high school fanboys will be rushing to Walmart to get his and Jake Paul's deodorant.